Morning, everyone. Currently just got off of work and heading home. Got the Vic today. I was planning on driving the Aztek, but I was planning on driving the Aztek today, but got into a little issue with that car yesterday. And I'll go into that a little bit more detail in a little bit. Just want to see if I can get a few people in here to listen to me rant about it. But it's been a yucky past couple days here in good old Maryland. It's a couple of really good storms come through yesterday. I just recently finished my semester. I just finished that up. All my classwork is done. All my classes are done, so happy about that. But a lot of people out this morning. Anyway, I guess I'll start my story time up when I get closer to Johns Hopkins. Screw it, I'll start it now. There's no real need to wait. So, as many of you guys may know, I've been having this recurring issue when it comes to squirrels nesting in the Aztek. And that's all you guys know. The Aztek does not sit. I use it practically every other day, sometimes multiple times, or every single day. So the car does not sit. And when it does sit, it's like 2-3 days tops. And anywho, so these two squirrels keep making a nest in it. And I thought I finally got over and done with, because the one day I just spent literally a good probably a good hour and a half, 2 hours trying to get the one out of the car, because it retreated. When I popped the hood, it didn't run away. It retreated further into the engine bay. So I just pretty much did everything in my power to try and scare the living crap out of it, and it still wouldn't leave. I tried. It wasn't on the side with moving parts, but I tried starting out the engine, revving that as a last resort. I blew the horn. I banged on the side of the car. I did pretty much everything I could try to do to get these stupid squirrels out. Well, they wouldn't leave. Well, finally, after messing with it for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, I called it quits for the day, went inside. That following morning, I went out and checked. The squirrel was gone. I moved the car into the garage, trying just trying to get the thing to stop nesting in it. So I was successful. It didn't come back. I popped the hood, several days in a row. No new nest material, no squirrels, nothing. Yesterday, I drove up to my local Mickey D's, got my dad and I dinner, came home, parked it in the middle of the driveway, went inside. It's like 2 hours later. It's time for me to go to work. I'm already running late because this is kind of just the icing on top of everything. I lost my work ID and spent like an hour trying to find it. Can't find it. I'll be ripping my house apart trying to find it when I get home. But so I go outside running late, get in the car, start it. All of a sudden, a squirrel comes flying out from under the hood, jumps off, runs off into the side. And at that point, I'm furious because I'm already frustrated because of everything with the ID. I pop the hood. The other one is sitting there. Instead of jumping out like the other one did, it did exactly what it did last time, which was bury itself deeper into the engine bay. So I just slammed the hood shut, cursed it at it, walked inside, told them that the car was told my parents that the car was staying where it was staying, got in the Vic and took off for work. I somehow made it to work with about 10 minutes to spare. Thank you, pandemic traffic. And it was just it's been a mess. But one thing I did do today, or early this morning, I went and bought off of this ultrasonic speaker system kind of thing that's supposed to keep the squirrels away. And I also bought this spray that's like this peppermint oil spray or whatever that's supposed to keep them away. But hello, Callie Dashcam. But yeah, so just been dealing with these lovely squirrels that just won't leave my car alone. It's like I've had problems with these things in the past, but not to this extent. It's like the last time I had a recurring problem like it is right now. The one started the car up in a similar situation. A squirrel came running out from under the hood. It didn't come back. It didn't make a nest after that. But these two super, super stubborn squirrels will not leave my car alone. But, hola! But it's been a hair ripping out experience, and just because of all the other stuff that was going on yesterday, that was me wanting to rip my hair out, and I was just batting 1,000 yesterday, as I've been telling everyone. And I didn't, thankfully. I don't think he had his radar going, but because I was running late, I will admit I was going a little bit above the speed limit, and I passed a sheriff. And I drove past him, I'm looking in my rearview mirror going, don't pull me over, don't pull me over, don't pull me over. But I most likely just didn't have his radar going. He was probably just sitting there. But anywho, that's pretty much the extent of my squirrel troubles that have been going on. But the only downside one of the downsides about the stuff that I just ordered to try and get them out, they won't come until at least Saturday. I'm hoping Amazon is wrong and they'll get my stuff here faster, because that happened to one of my other packages that I recently bought. Said that it was going to take like a week to get here, but it came literally the next day. So I'm hoping it's a similar situation. Probably not. But But anywho, I'm driving the Vic today. She's purring, still running all nicely. Once this rain finally moves out of the area, I plan on really cleaning out my cars. Past few weeks, because of school and work, I just really haven't had time nor the energy. But now that school's over, I'm gonna I'm hopefully gonna be able to take some time to clean these. We'll also have to see if we can't get any bad drivers on the way home. I tell you, it's just been so surreal with like this no traffic because generally at this time of morning, this whole entire road's backed up. And when I'm saying backed up, I mean it's like backed up. It's usually worse further down, but here it's usually all nice and congested because of everyone trying to go down the one lane up further back there at the split. But I'll take it when I get it. Let's see if this guy gets a... Oh. I hope all you guys are having a good morning this morning. Or, that was worded weird, but whatever. Hopefully all y'all are having a good start to your morning. That's better. But, oh, I did just recently buy something to try and make the Crown Vic look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. So, on all four hubcaps on this, or wheel covers, I guess is technically the proper term, the blue paint that's supposed to say Ford and stuff on the hubcap says it's been long gone probably. So I went online and bought a couple new stickers to throw on there and try and make them look a little bit better. I tried finding OEM replacements that still had the blue, but if I bought them new from Ford, that was like $70 per hubcap. And I was just like, that's not happening. And no one was selling any refurbished ones that had the blue. They only had like the full circle they just look ugly. To be honest, I want to get rid of my the wheel covers, and I want to put just the little center caps on, this chrome center caps. But either that or go out and actually get some nice wheels to put on. But turn that in a little bit. Yeah, as I was saying earlier about like traffic, so like this section here, legitimately southbound, so the opposite direction. would be backed up all the way into the county, up to the second, well, when you're going north, the first Bologna. But it's just been empty. So, I think this is the first time I've gotten stuck at this on stream. Probably not, but I, for the life of me, cannot decide or understand why the city thought that this traffic light was a good idea. There's no right turn only lane. It's a through lane and right turn lane, but they put in a protected turn. But yet, when people go straight there, they can't go. I don't understand why they did it. I think it's stupid. It's just waste of money. They probably should just put in a regular traffic light, or if they wanted to have that kind of light there, they should have put in a right turn lane. To be honest, I have no idea. It's regarding that. It's or the second wave. I really don't know. The one thing that I have noticed, or the one thing I did hear recently, now take it with a grain of salt, because from what they said, everything, the planets have to align and everything has to go right. But really? You have that whole open road ahead of you, but you had to swing over like that. Anywho, going back to your question about the second wave, I heard that Oxford University said that as long as everything goes according to plan and everything, they have no problems. They actually said that they might be able to have a working vaccine out by September, I think is what the news article I read said. But again, everything has to align. Take it with a grain of salt. Me being the pessimistic person that I am, just because they said that, as long as everything goes according to plan, Murphy's Law is going to kick in and nothing will go according to plan. But if everything does work out, that is something that I think will be really good. And the fact that it's Oxford University is again another plus about it. That hopefully they'll be more willing to share the formula or whatever with other companies, so it can be mass produced. Well, I don't know if they would be willing to do that or not, but I don't know. This is one of those, take it day by day. I'm just thankful that the job that I have is I'm considered essential, and pretty much I don't see my job going anywhere anytime soon. I'm not saying that it's a complete impossibility that stuff could happen, but You were just behind that guy. Guess you're not crossing. Oh, you're just going to cross diagonally. Okay. I hate it when people do that. It's like they have crosswalks for a reason. Just use it, because I would have had to stop if she had used the actual crosswalk. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Right now, I'm currently in the Towson area of Baltimore County. How much do you want to bet that guy won't wait? Oh, well, he actually did. I'm happy when I'm wrong about that stuff. Now, right now they're closed, but one of the best diners is the Towson Diner right there. They're like an actual like traditional 50s style diner that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Really good food. Come on. I got a lot of them. I would have to say a good cheese pizza. I would have to say that a good cheese pizza is my favorite. There's a little restaurant in my up where I live called Iliano's J&P Pizza, and my parents had, well, my family and I have just been going there since pretty much ever. They got great food there, great Italian food, and the owner's done well for himself. He actually ended up buying out the entire shopping center, expanding it, and he has like 2 or 3 other locations now, I think. One is a sit-in restaurant just like the original, and then there's another one that's sit-in Westminster, and then there's, I think, a takeout down like Finksburg or something. Might be one up in Hanover, PA. I can't remember. But this is probably the most traffic I've seen in the past couple of days. Granted, it is Monday, so. Can you like wait to change lanes until I'm past you? Can you stay in yours? Probably the most bad driving I've seen the past couple days. I bet. The one thing that about Maryland drivers is I would say that Maryland drivers are pretty aggressive. That is like probably the big thing about the whole DMV area is that people will they'll tailgate you, they'll do ridiculous amounts over the speed limit. Like, I'm no saint when it comes to speeding, and I don't try to claim to be. But I keep my speed within the working, like within reason. And it's like some of these people will just, like the other day, I was just curious. This guy came flying up past me, blew my doors off, and I sped up just to try to gauge about how fast he was going. I got up to 90, and this guy was still pulling away from me like I was standing still. Speaking of speeding, who's he going after? He's going after somebody. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll see him light up someone. Oh, he's going after that Honda. He's going after the Honda. Come on, light him up. Light him up. Do it. Do it. It's not going to be on camera. Yeah, he's totally gonna light that guy up. uh, I should have taken the exit, just to take the exit. That's funny right there. Or how fast he was going. He was definitely going over the speed limit. Like I said, I'm no saint when it comes to speeding, but I keep mine within reason. I have like my own little personal set of rules that I kind of gauge by, and I apply that to other people as well for like when it comes to my bad driving videos. That if like if I'm doing only 5 over and someone passes me, I don't worry about that. But like if I'm doing like 15 or whatever over and someone goes blowing my doors off, yeah, that's a problem. Especially like right now when it's starting to rain, and then we get people like this idiot from Pennsylvania. This is literally the most I've honked at the game in the past few weeks. Yeah, that guy's okay. One thing that I need to do is hook up my rear camera. I just recently got a rear camera for this car. I just haven't hooked it up yet. I just haven't had the time, and that's something I need to do in the next day or two. I'm not in this car. I have to wire it up right. In the Aztek, it was easy to hide the wires. In this one, it's not going to be that easy. So. I have no idea why the Aztek has more nests. Those squirrels, just for whatever their stupid reason, like nesting in it. For the life of me, can't figure it out why. I seriously can't. I've literally cleaned out their nests so many times I can't even count anymore. And like I've scared them multiple times, and yet they keep coming back. It's getting to the point where if something happens to them, I'm not going to feel bad about it because it's just going to be Darwinism at that point. Because if this stuff that I got right now doesn't work with getting them, with clearing them out, I'm probably going to end up having to like contact an exterminator or something, see if they can't come out and do something about it. Because it's getting ridiculous at this point. Because I've already been down that road and spent thousands of dollars over the years repairing stuff that those things have screwed up in that car. And they've just been so destructive when it comes to that car, and they keep coming back. So it's just hopefully the stuff that I just ordered works, because I ordered one of those, as I was saying earlier, it's an ultrasonic like sound generator kind of thing that's supposed to keep rodents away. At least be a deterrent to keep them away. And I also got this spray that's not supposed to be like dangerous or anything like that towards them. It's got like peppermint oil or something like that in it. It's supposed to, apparently squirrels don't like peppermint oil or whatever. I don't know. At this point, it won't hurt to try it, because I'm just getting fed up with it. when I get home, I'll have to like pull my camera out and see if those suckers will be there when I try to pop the hood, because I can't leave the car, because right now my car is just sitting in the middle of our driveway. I just didn't have the time to deal with it last night when I found them again, so which is why I got this today, because normally I would have driven the Aztek today, but because I just didn't have the time, I just grabbed this and went to work. But I'll have to see if I can't get those things out. I just can't get over the fact about how stupid they are. Like, apparently I've just been giving Squirrels too much credit, because again, like I have the one day I literally spent an hour and a half trying to get them out of the engine bay, but I like retreated deep in there and I just couldn't get anywhere near it. I was actually poking at it with a stick, trying to get it to just run away. And actually, these are brand new. It's probably because my Rain-X is worn out. But these are actually new wipers. I put them on back in what was it? August, September. That's when I picked up the car. Even though I bought this in August, I couldn't pick it up until September. Is gotta love MBA. Gotta love MBA. No, I don't have a spare tire. Well, I shouldn't say I don't have one. I do have the wheel for it. I had to buy that myself. Why is this guy doing 30 and a 40? Anywho, if it wasn't for the awfulness that is the left lane, and also apparently that lane's closed, I would be passing him. Anywho, what is this mess? This was not like this the other day. Anywho, so I did go out and buy the new wheel and stuff I need for that. And I have not been in a rear-end collision. I have actually never been in any type of motor vehicle crash. I've been close. I have come close several times with people because people can't drive. But although Mama MD, she was actually in a crash not that long ago. She was actually up in this area too. Well, not exactly this area. It was closer to Towson, at the end of Ruxton Road. Yeah, I think that's it. No, Green Spring Valley. That's what it was. Green Spring Valley. She was on her way trying to serve a warrant on someone down in Baltimore City, and she was cutting through, and someone it was freezing raining that day. She was going what direction is that? I guess westbound. Yeah, I guess that's westbound there. She was going west on Green Spring Valley. Guy going east crossed the center line. He lost control. Went across center line, smashed into the car ahead of her, and he had so much speed on his going that his speed was able to change the direction of the vehicle ahead of Mama MD, and push that car back into her and totaling her Crown Vic. I think I posted pictures of it, not that or at some point, either on the Instagram page or Facebook page. But yeah, that thing was totaled. But and I think like my dad's been in like, I think we counted it the one day, he's been in like 13 crashes. and like the overwhelming majority, except for like two, I think 2 or 3, were not his fault. And he's the only person that I know of that's been in 2 single vehicle crashes and had a separate party pay for the damage. The first one, I don't know the exact details on that one, but the first one, like someone center lane or center line or something, and he swerved to avoid them and hit a pole, and that person actually stopped and turned over their insurance, and their insurance paid out. And then the other one, my dad was driving on Black Rock Road, and a truck hit a bucket and launched it across the road, and this bucket slammed into the side of the car, taking the skirt off the side of the car. And that guy stopped, gave over his info, and his insurance company paid out. He's the only person I know of that's been in 2 single vehicle crashes, and a separate party paid out on both of them. They built that building fast. I tell you, it's funny how some buildings, like some construction projects, they can get these things done in like a day, 2 days, and then others. Why are you doing stuff? Okay, first car select just changed. And then other construction projects will just go on and on and on. Wow. It's Y squared. That was me. I have a plastic center console that I put in that, because when I bought this car, they didn't have any type of center console or whatever, so I bought this cheap plastic one online. It's actually not bad. It has 4 cup holders on top of the 2 that the car already has. It's got a lot of storage in it. So it was the first quote upgrade that I did to this. Because when I bought this car, I mean, this thing was like bone stock, everything ripped out, nothing in it. Still pretty much stock, but at least that's the center console now. We're under it already. Ugh. At least they signal. That's the one thing that I get irritated is when, yeah. Or what was that? Do you upgrade the horn assist? This is actually the original horn. This is the factory one. That they siren / air horn. But with how some people drive, I'm getting tempted to put an air horn back in it. Not necessarily like a police version one, but just a loud air horn because sometimes you just get cut off that bad that it just deserves an air horn. Yes, I have. I've actually met up with clueless drivers of Maryland, bad drivers of Maryland, and bad drivers of Western North Carolina. We actually met up down in Annapolis a couple of times. I also have met up with bad drivers out east from New Jersey. Not that long ago, him and his family were on their way to vacation down in Virginia, and they stopped over here in Maryland for a little bit, and we got lunch. I saw that same SUV the other day. Survey guy or PG or cable. Where would that have been? Oh well. I've actually run into two people that actually recognized the Aztek while out and about. The one time I was up at the gas station. The other time I was back when I was driving for DoorDash. Guy saw me, pulled up next to me, and was just like, "Are you that dash cam guy?" That was funny. Alright, in about a minute or so, I'm gonna probably end the stream. Since I'm pulling into town here. So if any of y'all have any last minute questions, feel free to ask. I'll pull off up here. It's currently 8:00. Yeah, 8:00 or 8:10 here. Oh, clock's fast. Did not realize that. Oh, there's the police. Alright guys, I'm going to end the stream. I hope you guys all have a good day. And hopefully everything stays nice and quiet for all y'all. Get out of this person's way. Pulling Goodwill. Ain't no one coming here. So. All right, peace out, everyone. Hope everyone stays safe and stay healthy.